Christmas, right? That's basically right. The hair, you can't do nothing about the hair. Alright. I guess we could do that. Welcome to the finale of Metroid Fusion. A game which, I swear to God, came out in 2002. I have told the Christmas story. Yes, I got that right, thank God. Told the Christmas story, I think, a couple times now. Special game to me then. I think that in 2026, it is somewhat less enticing to me as a video game. But that's okay. We've gotten through it. It hasn't been the worst time. It's been sort of a perfunctory time, I will say. This game, like many Nintendo games, when the shiny wears off, becomes a series of chores that you must do. Typified by games like The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Just a pile of rubbish. A completely boring and pointless experience. But let's not be negative. I'll share a thought that I had earlier. When things float, it is the water rejecting them and pushing them away. Alright, well, you can meditate on that while we play. Let's see. Alright, we're here. We're playing. I believe that I am making sufficient noise. I believe that the game is making sufficient noise. Let us begin with the end. Welcome to the Metroid finale. The Metroid Fusion finale. I seem to have very little energy. It's a little loud for me. Let me know if it's a little loud for you. I think my mic may have been turned down a little bit. Let's see if this sounds better. I have been practicing being very quiet on mic recently, as my partner and I have been playing duos marathon quite a lot since I opened and squealed over my new gaming PC. Not that I didn't know it was coming. I paid for a large portion of it. But it was a birthday-initiated project. So we have been playing a lot of this game, which we are both crazy about, together, finally. It looks like what I need to do in that other room is to go up. It looks like what I need to do is go up. Maybe use some missiles. I still don't have an answer for this guy, do I? Super Bomb? Maybe Super Bomb? That's okay. Let's see, what else was I doing today? I'll tell you what, birthday weekend is chaotic in a home where and it doesn't even need to be chaotic, it just is a little bit. But in a home with two birthday boys, which we are, our birthdays are one day apart, and so we celebrate together. Alright, let's kill this thing. You're dead now. Actually, I'll let you live, but you have to be frozen for a minute. Alright. I see. Now getting through there, then. So I can freeze this. Well, where do they want me to go? Oh, I see a hallway that we haven't checked out yet. We will go down one. We'll go down one layer. Into speed. I think I see what's happening here. I think I'm grokking the situation. And boom. Great. That's how we get through it. I believe they give you something eventually that lets you destroy those big green things. today I started... Oh, there's a way to go up. Ah, forget it. Started writing today about... Oh, this is fun. But I don't even need their help. Oh! Not cute. I just need more HP. Not good. I started writing today about a number of different things. But one of the things that I was really thinking hard about was how when I was a kid, when I was like 13 years old, I spent some amount of time, whether it was a little bit or a lot, sometimes very short experiences can impact you very strongly when you're this age. But I spent a decent amount of time recording games that I played onto VHS tapes. I made I specifically remember recordings of a lot of the first disc of Final Fantasy VIII. A game which I know very little about and did not finish. I remember borrowing the game from a friend, and this was like long after it had come out. This would have been in like 2003, 2004. I remember borrowing the game from a friend, and because at the time, you know, there weren't, I mean, they were old games, but like retro games as like a type, especially as like the personality type of a kind of gamer, was not a thing. It was simply nothing you had to worry about in that way. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. There we go. Let's see what that does. And so I remember, I was at the time living at a children's home, a youth home, and I was 13 or 14, and my little friend had let me borrow, and it was definitely contraband at the time. We've made it to the data room. Let's go. It was definitely contraband at the time to have like these PlayStation games there, and certainly diffusion added to missiles. Charge with R. Okay, so now we have charge missiles. Excellent. It was definitely contraband at this place to have like. Wow, that's really great. Oh, so now I can freeze them from afar and bypass them. Wonderful. Okay. Well, there's a restorer room right there, so let's go there. It was definitely contraband, and these games were not being played. Let me be clear about this facility. These games were not being played. But we had them the way a child will have a video game, and they like to look at the disc, and they like to look at the instruction booklet, and they like to read the back of it over and over again. And in a place like this, I mean, that would have been a major comfort to us to have something like that. Oh, listen up. Here comes computer. You upgraded your missiles? That's unusual. No, it isn't. I do it all the time. There's no word from HQ. A procedural error, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, they probably just forgot to hit email. Even so, I did not approve of bypassing security level 4. From now on, you will use more discretion. In any case, Samus, do you remember the security robot you faced earlier? I believe the X have infected it. That is to say, they've claimed the organic components that form its neural network. It has entered Sector 6, Knock. I don't know what it's planning, but let's not wait to find out. Samus, you know what to do. Oh, I know what to do. But before I needed to use more discretion. Shut up. Who plays a Metroid game to take orders? I mean, who gets into the work of bounty hunting in order to take orders from a computer? That's it. I guess that's the thing that really, like, what's the fantasy if you're constantly receiving instructions that you follow to the letter? I'm sorry. Maybe there is something cultural, but, like, isn't the whole idea of being a mercenary that you don't have to have a boss? Oh boy, we have to talk again? I guess what I'm learning is that I don't like this computer. The security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. This worries me. Be careful, but we have another problem. Once you're done, leave knock immediately. The SAX is tracking you. Is your objective clear? Cool. Don't stay any longer than you must. Understood? Well, I'm gonna go to the boss symbol, which is on the map. Although I don't imagine that we will have another boss encounter in the same room. Maybe we will. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Hi guys, I remember them. Much nicer now that I have a wider shot. Ah yes, the purple and yellow. This is probably... Noct might be my favorite. I guess it's no surprise, but I think the nocturnal sector is the best one. It's funny how little there is to say about this game. God, I really keep being like, I like this game. I think that it's good. And then you're like, actually, I discovered that it's not very good. How do you kill these things again? Oh, I can just absorb them. Great. That's right. Let's see. I guess we're going straight down. I remember on the weekends, the weekends home from the children's home. After this time that I borrowed this copy of Final Fantasy VIII, and oh, this is an evil bat. I know this is an evil bat. I'm not fucking with him. I remember rewatching this tape, and I remember being interested in because I had started the recording in order to record the cutscenes. The cutscenes were what was important to me. The cutscenes were the finest, choicest bits of the entertainment, I believed. Like, what could be better than these full 3D movies where we see something cool happen? I was remembering in a large part, and, you know, unfortunately, my feelings about Final Fantasy VIII are that it must always be held in comparison to Final Fantasy VII. And the developers were aware of this as well. There's no getting around that. However, oh wait, can I go this way? This is one way, isn't it? Yeah, it's one way. Okay. Excuse me, we gotta go the long way. It must always be held in comparison with Final Fantasy VII, and I will be honest, the character designs in 8, not very good. A sword that's also a gun, whatever. It's the burgeoning Nomorification of the series begins, I think, with 8. He worked on 7, but I don't think it really happened until we got to 8 and we see these, you know, the leather jacket and the sword and the swooshy hair. I can't get over the swoopy hair. Like, Cloud has big, crazy, spiky hair, and I get that, but it just looks better. I'm sorry, but Dragon Ball Z characters look better than boy band characters, if we're just gonna talk about the hair. And don't want to be told that the hair isn't important. Because the game tells you that the hair is important, not explicitly. But, like, look at these characters. Obviously, it was important here. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. This is where we did the chase. I assume this is where I need to go. I sure hope this is where I need to go. Where's the save room? Be trapping ourselves down here. I mean, we'll make the loop. But regardless, when you're talking about Final Fantasy, you're still talking about entertainment products of, like, a very high degree of polish, so sort of splitting hairs to worry about it. Oh, I found a little secret place. Give me all your goop. Wasn't secretly a bat. I love this cave, this very Castlevania looking cave background. I feel like this looks like an underground area in Aria of Sorrow or something. Let's go. A destroyed data room. And here. Now I can go up here, I guess. I am looking at the map, see if there's any doors I want to open. Hey Meg, how you doing? So I had these tapes. Just ate spaghetti, so pretty good. All right, good deal. I had these tapes, these recordings, and I was very taken by the bits of the recordings that were like my own inputs. That were my own, like, gameplay, yes, but I mean specifically, like, I could watch it and be like, oh, that dialogue box closed. That's because a ghost of me is sitting next to me on the same couch that I'm sitting on watching this. Well, we went in a big circle. A ghost of me is sitting next to me on this couch, and we are watching this. Oh my goodness. Get me up, get me out of here. I am watching as a ghost of myself plays this, and I was fascinated. I watched this tape, and it's just like a section of gameplay. It's the bit where I'm running an essay about all this, which is why it's in front of mine. It's a bit where you're going up this crazy radio tower. It's like a combination TV, internet, radio, microwave transmitter, something else. Tower that sort of transforms during this sort of Normandy Beach segment towards the beginning of the game. And is there anything here? Yes, I found a little tunnel. They actually did something. Good for them. Oh, down I went. Okay. That goes down. Let's see where this goes. I think I'm gonna get the beam that goes through solid material. But there's something in the tactility and the aesthetic that, like, kept me watching these tapes over and over again. These lonely A lonely experience at the children's home, and then a lonely experience on my rare weekends back home with my family. Perhaps they were giving me space to be, like in a thoughtful way, or perhaps they were truly ambivalent about what I did or where I was at any given time, or perhaps having sent me away, they did not know how to. They didn't know how to interact with me once I was back. I mean, not to have too much sympathy for the negligence that put me into a place like that in the first place, but, you know, I have to speculate about something. Also, my bedroom at the time was in a, like a converted garage that was separate from the house. It had electricity. It had a, oh, caution. There's a little security camera. We love that. Let's see what the big...
No entry without authorization.
Nice.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
I don't seem to have authorization.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning.
I remember showing my friends these tapes. I shouldn't say these tapes. It was one tape. It was a blank tape that had my name on it.
Authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Oh, she's still kind of talking, huh?
Warning, no entry.
I've gone in there and now.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Oh, something is happening.
No entry.
This is when the game is at its best, when there's something cinematic happening.
Warning, no entry.
It's like
Authorization.
action happening, something strange is altering the atmosphere, you know, something literal rumblings. That's the game at its best.
No entry without authorization.
The cool boy who did photography and dealt with a dead mom who kind of abandoned him to leave his abuser had a cool garage room on the show. Degrassi. Well, okay. I never watched that, but I know Drake was on it, I guess. Anyway, it was a separate garage, and so I was really like left to my own devices out there. Come on. Wow, I'm gonna get myself completely killed. I don't think I'm surviving this round. Ah, that's okay. Oh my goodness, how far away am I? Oh, not very. I just have to go trigger that thing again. Kind of annoying though.
Warning, no entry without
There we go.
authorization.
That summons him.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without
we're gonna save her.
authorization.
She would also fully have her hair.
No entry without authorization.
I'm not following. The dead mom?
Without authorization.
I don't really...
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Alright, here we go.
Warning, no
it's really hard to think with her repeating herself like that. Okay, here we go. Putting down the super bomb. Getting onto the ceiling. Can't actually get them all. You can't take out all the missiles, I think, if you're right above it. And off to the side. There we go. God damn it. Fuck, I think I'm dead again. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Too close? A little too close, perhaps.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
I don't really know where I was going with that story, but I had these tapes, and I was thinking hard about these tapes. Especially in light of
No entry without authorization.
this superstation, which is supposed to be coming to me quite soon. And how I have purchased for that superstation a PlayStation 1 memory card, but it is not a regular memory card. It is not the old school one, recovered from the 90s or whatever.
Entry without authorization.
It is a new and modern take on it, which, okay, gotta hit the bomb. There we go. I think what I need to do is just accept getting like one hit in. Come on. Thank you. I think the tapes will be interesting. But so my thing is, this is a modern memory card that I purchased. It has like, you know, micro SD card integration and stuff like that. It is not like true old hardware. But the way it works is that it emulates old hardware such that it could be used on an actual PlayStation. Come on. And the way the Superstation works is that it can use actual old memory cards as though it were an actual PlayStation. And I realized, thinking about these two things, that they're both tricking the other into thinking that they're the real thing when they're not. No, oh, nice, like Maternal Bound did. Like Maternal Bound did. I don't understand. It sounds very medical. I don't understand that either. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's not coming through. about it and turn it around. Ah. Like you said, it was so good that medical element is tricking the body to think something is what it's not. You said it was so good that cartridge worked on the actual. Oh, I mean, like it is. Okay, with the ROM hack that works on the original hardware, that is a lot of ROM hacks. There are some that do not work on original hardware, and usually that will be mentioned in the documentation. So I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I did not think of it that way. Synthetic blood factor. Okay. Huh. I would never have thought of that in terms of medicine. Interesting. Like, there are medicines. Oh, the water is electrified. Okay, well, that's also good to know. It might be one source of my health loss. I don't think of medicine in terms of mimicry in that way too often. But it makes sense. I understand now. Come on. This is a very cool boss, but I am kind of done. Fuck. I guess I don't think about medicine very much. I went to the doctor this year for the first time since I think I was hospitalized for a cold, like, before COVID once. And then I went to the doctor once or twice in college. So, and I've never had, like, a GP. I've never had, like, a checkup in real life. Or, in my adult life, I mean to say. And when I went, he checked everything. Because I said I hadn't been in a long time. Checked everything. It was just like, yeah, you're good. So I guess I continue to not think about medicine. Come on. The brain is out. Alright, we're in orb mode now. We're good. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. We're done. I had to see a lot of doctors for family members. Yeah. Yeah, he's dead now. I like the idea behind the boss that, like, so I have this new beam now. I think that the idea behind the boss is that it gives you the beam that lets you shoot through solid objects. And it itself is a enemy that has to be shot from one particular angle because you can't shoot through. There we go. And so it's sort of like you get the power from it, and now the problem that it created is finished. Alright, now we're going to go back down there. We're going to shoot through the thing to unlock the thing. She needs to chill. You know, due to data limitations, you can only fit so many recorded voice lines in a Game Boy Advance cartridge. So I'm sure they were happy to use this one as much as possible. Let me through. Oh, she's still going. LX. What is this? This is a place with a save room. So what is her mission? I never asked. Monsters on the space station. You gotta take them out. There's a little more to it than that, but it's not very interesting.
No entry without authorization.
What if I use a super bomb in here? Ah,
No entry without authorization.
speed blocks.
Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without
What?
authorization. Warning. No entry
How can I not get through that? Maybe it's for later. There are Metroids here. They're growing Metroids. Ooh. Something is happening. Metroids are not happy. Now that I'm part, and you can see the different stages of the Metroid, which is fun. Space creatures are just siege creatures. That's true. Oh, here she is. She is destroying all the Metroids. They are ganging up on her.
seconds.
To detach.
Isolation lockdown.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
50
Come on, Metroid, stop knocking me out of the air. Alright, let's go. Whoa, cutscene. Love to make a VHS tape of this, I suppose. Wow. Well, now we assume that the SAX is gone. Biffy time. It's just a bottle of water. Nothing crazy today. Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. I really like this, the dialogue portrait of Samus. I think that looks really nice. And there, I have said something nice about this game. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on... I got the OGITONT the other day. I'm sorry, I don't understand. A Metroid breeding program for peaceful application only, of course. Perhaps you already knew about this program's existence. Ah, the secret Metroid breeding program. Certainly you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1, SRX, a faithful replica of SR-388 ecosystem. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. The green tea brand. Oh, Ito In. Oh, Ito In. Yeah, that stuff's pretty good. Do you like it? The research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating a larva. The X has smelled out its nest. I think it's sniffed out, but okay, its natural enemy. One of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there is more than one SAX? Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Charlie SAX! That's very funny. Wow. I think that you just improved the entire game by saying that. Stop only at navigation room to... I don't know how she was going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Ugh. Okay, so the big quote-unquote plot hole, which is ridiculous to look at something like this and accuse it of having a plot. But the plot hole of why are we sticking around here has been revealed. So they had a secret Metroid breeding program, so they couldn't just blow up the thing because the Metroids were deemed too valuable. The real Adam would said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. We're like the cool, badass space bounty hunter, but she's worried that her computer boss was being a little too harsh in his criticism. Okay. Why is she characterized like this? away from me. Save room. Okay, I do think that this is the final push. I do believe that this is the final push. It took me 50 minutes. 50 minutes to get through that. At some point I'll get the screw attack. I don't know when that will be. There we go. These creepy little guys. He's gold. What am I supposed to be doing? This really feels like the way. See what this does. Maybe I do have to kill them all? I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Huh. I see another door there. Gotcha. Alright, let's go through here and see if there's not something more useful. Oh yeah, let's get out of here. Screw attack. Well, I suspect we'll come back for that. Now we have to figure out what to do with the room with the gold space pirates. This door won't open. Okay, maybe what I need to do is get them to form the space pirates. Okay, nothing hurts them, so I'm gonna leave here and see if something changes out here. Anything else here I can bomb? This doesn't seem to change at all. I can't go back down. I hate this door, because there's doors in the game that are color-coded to what weapon you can use to open them, and there are doors in the game that are color-coded. Oh, I can kill them one at a time. I can kill them one at a time so that they do not form up into the gold guys. Did that unlock the door? Huh. So what am I supposed to be doing here? Okay. Normal bomb. Okay. Nope. Okay. Appears to be nothing I can do in there. We will retrace our steps and see what we get. Oh, he became a red one. That's nice. Let's save so we know we have a record of having done that and we're in good health. Nothing there. Gosh, I tell ya. Metroid Fusion has become, unfortunately, just one of those games. Ah, there's the E-Tank. Well, I will stop for an E-Tank. Nice. No, I do not want to engage sleep mode. It just says restricted lab jettisoned. I don't know how to get through here. I can see where it might connect up to the top area. I guess I can go back. I don't think it's back down the elevator. Maybe there's a secret in this room that I haven't yet uncovered. Seems like a pretty straightforward, just an obstacle room. The extra E-Tank is nice. You really do collect quite a few of them. I think there's actually 2 rows that you can get. Get down there to where they are? This door is just straight up locked. Shit. They will form up immediately. Yeah. Maybe if I get behind him? Oh, I can shoot him from behind. Hey! Fucked up Big Bird with the color choice. I suppose so. Oh, and there. Okay, so that's sort of like where they are in the ceiling. Big Bird is on my mind a lot. You have children, I guess. Oh my god. I figured out how to kill them. As far as I'm aware, no other enemy in the game behaves that way. Yes. Alright, let's go. Ridley. Classic Metroid enemy altered by the parasite. Oh, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. I'm so dead. Okay. The screaming is upsetting. It is kind of an annoying sound. Hold on a second. I'll adjust. Alright. We got this. We know exactly what to do now. Missiles. Ah. Right, and that is enough to let it through. What's up here? Did we go up here before? There's a save room. Excellent. Okay. Good to know. Alright. We are finishing this game tonight because I do not want to have to say, I have to stream Metroid Fusion again. Tell you what, streaming has really taught me that not every game is that you like or remember liking is necessarily good for streaming. Okay, I think I screwed that up. I think that this is a room that wants me to fight 3 of them. I strongly suspect that that is what this is. one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about this room. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Wake up. Huh. Can't seem to get out of there. How? Please die. Ugh. I'm out. Oh my goodness, I think I got him. The green ones give me missiles. Yes. No! I died. But I don't have to go through the gold space pirate room anymore. Those guys, the Big Bird comparison you made, those are referred to as space pirates. They are, unfortunately, a species which is called pirates. It's like, you know, not great. Here we go. I think that the charge beam is doing way more damage. Oh my goodness. The charge beam does a lot more damage than the missiles. That was over in very little time. Got him. Oof. Oh my goodness. Screw attack ability. Regain. Somersault into enemies. Great. So now when I jump, I just am always doing damage. You can see the electrical effect. Gotta go. You're doing great. Thank you very much. I promise a more interesting game very soon. Alright, and you know, with that, maybe it's time. I understand why it was a choice. Yeah. Alright, take care, Magic. I will see you very soon. I will see your missed stream very soon. Alright. Let's save. Alright. I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to reset a little bit and come back. I'm going to finish this game. So I'll see you then. So now that now that the mic is back on, I will continue talking to you. My God, what was I saying? Yeah, I think that there are not a lot of people watching this game on Twitch, and I think that there are not a lot of people playing this game on Twitch, and I think I now know why. And it's a little befuddling to play a game. That did not deposit me in a very convenient place. I'd like to leave this sector. It's very befuddling to play a game which I have for my entire life kind of assumed like, oh, well, yeah, that's one of the really good ones. Oh, you go back to the fan room. Remember the fan room? And this is why it's, like, still that level of quality, is that, like, I get to have a moment where I'm like, oh, yeah, my little fan room. This was an early problem we had to solve, where I used my arm cannon to do maintenance on fans. Because games will often contrive to have you solve problems with the verbs you already have, which is very funny. This is fun, though. I like breaking through all these platforms. But yeah, I think that the reason I spent my whole life thinking this game was so good was because I was a dumb kid when I played it, and I had never played Super Metroid. So I never knew that a game could be good, or better than this. And while the vibe is good, like, I like the way it looks, I love the fusion suit, the parasite stuff is neat. It has obviously the highest possible production values for the platform that it's on. You know, it still attains a certain level of quality, but man, I'm kind of not excited about this game. I'm not gonna finish Metroid Fusion being like, yeah, I want to write a big long essay about Metroid Fusion. I might mention Metroid Fusion in an essay I'm writing about being sad or whatever. I guess that's all the essays I write are about that. Love this. Here's the thing to like in this game. When they see you, when they react to you, they get down on their knees and beg. They remember being people. And they're scared. And the parasite is altering them. And that's cool. And we like that. Ah, I showed up at the perfect moment to get this energy tank. Let's go. Or no, power bomb tank. Alright. The energy tank has an E on it. Just like in Mega Man. A game with a worse game about someone with a gun arm. Ah, speaking of which, let me mention it again. Soon I will be streaming Final Fantasy VII, which is a better game about someone with a gun arm. And those are the 3 big gun arms from games, actually. We've covered them. But yeah, I think I was a kid and I thought that this game was great, and it's sad to find that it kind of isn't, because there's so much about it I still really like. I like the gameplay and aesthetic, I guess. I just feel like the design of the world and like the scenario is kind of hamstrung by this like overly talkative computer and this dramatic moment. And so like I'm kind of talking over it, which I shouldn't, but this dramatic moment where, you know, Samus is confronting the computer and we're getting in trouble because of the secret Metroid breeding program. Metroids famously were the hideous creatures from the first few games, which take their name from them. How quickly they reproduce, and like the Federation wants to use. Oh, okay. They abused the Metroids and it bit them in the ass, and now they're saying, oh, we also want to use the X. And like that's great. Like the idea that the state is always looking for ways to instrumentalize anything for its own ends. That's good. You know, fiction leans on that for the reason things are evil, and so does nonfiction, because that is what happens. I like the little glistening shine on her visor. Should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. I always loved Samus's blue text box. I like how her text box is blue. This station will develop them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SAX, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you would try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. And somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful, but they had already sent it and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. See, I guess it does take time to get to this kind of dialogue of like this anger and this you know, the coolness of the computer or whatever. But it sure would have been cool if like they were talking back and forth the whole time. Like, I bet having to write that much Samus, you would have written a better Samus. I don't know. I think games can have good writing in them. I think colorful, fun action games about having a gun arm and running around in space can still have good writing in it. And indeed, it has to. Otherwise, it's just a cartoon. As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. Wow. Prey 2016 who? Typhon who? That's a joke. Kind of. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Then, them, the station, and myself, if I have to. Alright. Oh, and see, this is actually a nice little narrative design gesture. Letting me go, leaving the conversation, but the doors are still locked. So all I'm able to do is turn around and talk to the computer. I'm getting a little bit more into this now. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you till the ships arrive. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. And what would this friend advise you to do now? He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? He would understand that some must live and some must die. Interesting way to translate that, I'm sure. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So, he chose life for you, our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Our fair warrior. Don't forget she's a pretty lady. That's relevant. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand? Machine. It's interesting that part of the story is that the computer and the, well, I don't want to spoil it, but the computer and the parasite show glimmers of empathy and understanding. You know that detonating the station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites, even though the station would be utterly destroyed. You would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore the simple fact he chose death. When Adam decided he would live, he chose it correctly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit class to intercept SR-388. She's shocked. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? He said the thing. There's something I like about how the ending, the way you destroy the station is to crash it into a planet, so you destroy the planet as well. And probably wouldn't destroy the planet, but and the cockpit is up at the top of the station, so it's where you enter to end, it's where you're exiting, so it is like a place of high drama. Wow, look who put on his good time hat. Look who's saying nice stuff. I'm just saying, it's a little sloggy. The dialogue makes it feel a little sloggy in the first part of the game, but it looks like for the final act they're pulling it out. They're gonna end really strong. The elevators are back on. Ah, this destruction. We've already had the impact of seeing it once. Now we just accept that this is part of how it is. It's just messed up in places because of our mini battles. Where the heck am I? Okay, I have to go to the network room. Also, this track is lovely. I don't know what this track is all about. Just kind of vibing with this music for a second. Oh, it's the super bomb, right? Gotcha. Huh. Aha. This is very strange. Aha. The real way. That's fun. A couple little red herrings. It's a gentle little puzzle before we really get things underway, I suppose. Oh, we need to go down and through this. Yes. Listen to that. This is a digital reproduction of real sound. But if I had to, I'd call that little bit a harp. Plants and stuff. I would like to share a bad idea I just had. This is not a good idea. I really like it. So, I think that Nintendo should make an official Metroid Doom wad. You. Ah. Killed by Charlie SAX. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this stream name. Charlie SAX would be a very good name for the Metroid forums. For the Metroid fan forums. Charlie SAX. That's funny. There we go. Stream successfully updated. I assume it has been. Hold on, I'm checking my thing. This is good content. You like this. There we go. Okay, I changed it. There. Good use of mine and everyone else's time. Let's go. Where the heck am I going? I'm going to go fight the SAX at the top of an elevator. Wait, is that right? No. Well, yes, but it's at the top of that elevator over there. Okay. Not stopping to talk to the computer. Going right through. Right, I'm excited. I'm excited about the one-on-one with the SAX. This is a good fight. I like it. Yeah, even in funny old jumpy side-scrolly type games like this, I like a fight against an opponent who is similar to yourself. You hesitate too much. Ow. Actually, there might not be a good reason to even bother with the ice missiles. Oh, she's losing cohesion. Cool. Ow. Ah. Ah! It's alright. I got her. I got her. This is I keep thinking I'm going the wrong way. I got this. I think part of the problem is that I'm using my adorable 8-bit do Lite, which is very, very tiny in my hands. It's basically a credit card. Well, maybe a small wallet. But it hurts and it strains my hands a little bit, and I should use a better controller, but for a Game Boy game, I feel like I need something that's going to feel a little more authentic. Oh, wow. Shooting her so that she falls off of something? Priceless. Wonderful. Where's she going? I can hear her footsteps. It's very odd. That's pretty good. Ah! I got. She's tough. She's tough. She has a lot of HP. She's also kind of predictable. And I can shoot her off the edge of platforms, which is great. That's very good fun. Having to hold down one button to charge and press the other to jump. So I'm holding down one button and moving around quickly and then pressing the other to jump is sort of like playing Mario. I feel like holding down Link's shield is another one of these. Sometimes you gotta hold the button down. Sometimes that's what Shigeru Miyamoto wants you to do. I think I got her. Ah! That was inelegant. I don't like dropping down there blind. No. No. Holy shit. Ah. I'm not about to go hunting for more energy tanks. I haven't the interest for such a thing. I might think about trying to freeze her more, though. I have my missiles. I have a lot of missiles. I just don't see the purpose in freezing her when I need to do damage. She doesn't stay frozen long enough for me to charge up my shot. Maybe if I follow up the shot by freezing her. If I pull off like the charge shot and then immediately hit her with a missile. Kind of hard to do. felt like I paid a lot of... Ah! Not playing good. Not playing too good. So I don't know if the freezing was for my benefit. I feel like moving and getting lucky is to my benefit. Man, I hate having to ride the elevator every time. It would have been sure swell of them to just put a save room in here. Wait, there is a save room? They should just let me in here. Oh, that's where she comes from. Uh-oh. Oh. I wasn't able to hit her out of that one. Ugh. No! Come on. I was close. I was close. It was a close thing. The very thing. What's that tweet? Where like... It's like Sherlock Holmes. It's like, I can tell by the way you rolled your joint and the way you can barely handle your smoke. You keep coughing everywhere, and you're immediately high, that you're actually a lightweight and not some big smoker like you claim to be. And then it's like, me coughing. The very thing. It's funnier in tweet form. Come on, on, Charlie. Ah! She can do her spin dash completely, like, straight. Not bad. Ooh. I don't like getting caught up on that platform. This one's better. I don't know why, but this one's better. Ah! Shit. Whoa. A little too close. She gets me every time. She chooses to jump right then, and she will fuck me up. I think what I should do is just jump down there. What is that? Oh, this sucks. Ah! Ah! I'm feeling it. I mean, I'm feeling it. I mean, I'm not enjoying it. Actually, I kind of am. The fight is good, and it feels good to get better at it. It's a good fight. I've decided. It's a good fight. I definitely beat this when I was 12. Probably because I spent weeks hunting down every single E-tank so I could just tank the whole thing. I wonder if there is a number of energy tanks you could get to where so long as you had full health, you could tank every attack she has time to dish out. Eek, was a little close. Yep, and then she... Oh. Wow. Can I go in here? A thing that's a little unfair is that she just gets to do damage to me by touching me. Whereas I have to, like, hit her. Ugh, I don't know what that was. Morph ball mode. Oh, man. I need a good run. I'm not saying I need to win. I just need a better run. Oh man, speaking of runs, today my partner and I were playing duos in Marathon, and we had a locked room key spawn in the room that the door to the locked room was in. And so we got out of there with like a purple shield each. This was excuse me, this was Nightmarsh. Purple shield each and some really good salvage. That was weird. I was fucking shaking. We ended up getting the paid exfil over in Greenhouse. There we go. Woo! I wonder if there's a more obvious strategy. I wish you would just keep doing this. Usually if I knock her off of that side, I can get her to... Maybe just stepping down there is enough. Oh, God. You know what? We could just get rid of the platform thing entirely. Yeah, I think getting her to land on the platform and then shooting her off is the best way to do it. Ah, come on. Whoa. I guess she will... Ah, stop it. I guess she will occasionally shoot missiles. Ah. Ah! Alright. New strategy. We're gonna fight her on the floor. We're just gonna not let her attack. We're just gonna charge up and hit her again and again. We'll see how that goes. And I'm wondering if maybe the platform is wasting our time. And it's really good to hit her off the platform, but I had a little moment there where we were just sort of trading. Or not trading, but because I wasn't getting hit. But we were just sort of fighting on the platform. And I would hit her, and then she would jump, and I would avoid, and I would hit her again. And I think that maybe if we just stay on the floor... yeah. Yeah, this is way better. You know the difference between me and the SAX? I don't hesitate. Whatever this is. Forget that the SAX turns into a frog. second form. Now. It went away. I didn't get to absorb it. Bummer. Nope, can't go there yet. But hey, we did it. Good job, us. I'm gonna give myself 51% of the credit, but good job, us. Whoa. The big giant space. Orbit change implemented. 3 minutes to impact.
Planet SR 388.
Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Oh, that way might have been the better way. Oh well. Kind of a slow elevator. What's our map? I mean, we're right down. There's my ship. Okay, so down to the left through the save room. Alright, we're getting out of here. Oh no, where's my ship? Ah, gee whiz. One of these.
2 minutes to destination.
Destination is a funny way to put it. Ah, I've been slashed by the Metroid who screams. Charlie? Now I will absorb the SAX. I'm not seeing it. It's not being helpful. Fully charged missile? Ah. I have to force her to look up and try again. I don't know what I'm not doing right. Is there? I have the ice beam now. Somehow the X has adapted the ice beam. This exercise in futility. I don't want to do the fight again. I don't want to have to do it all again. I have to do it all again. I don't understand. I don't understand what I was supposed to do. Now I have to do this bit again. I will defeat the SAX, and then I will run out here and go to a save room. That is what I will do. That is what will be happening. Alright. Can't believe I'm doing this again. Ugh. She becomes a frog. And melts. And then becomes this. Alright, I can absorb you later. Can't do it now. Alright. Once you get it, it's not so bad, I guess. Gosh, though. Okay, no, I'm not going forward. I'm going... Yes, I'm going back. I can fight the SAX, and then just go back. We're gonna save. No, the fuck we're not. You know what? Actually, this is it. This is the ultimate betrayal. Yes, we are going to save. I'm sorry, but a little insurance is necessary when we're trying to finish something in public. That showbiz.
Propulsion sequence activated.
Let's go. Can I go this way? No. Maybe you're supposed to stay down when it hits you. This is not the way. More insurance. Oh, he's waiting for the 2-minute mark. Here he comes. Or here she comes. Here comes Charlie. Oh, she's showing us how to fight it. I see now. It showed us what to do. And what to look out for. Please die. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Spaceship. They gave her a new spaceship when they gave her a new suit. And it looks sick. Let's go. extremely cool. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam. Why does frequently did you get frequently out of that? My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I like that she says beings. They say beings in Star Wars to be as like broad and inclusive species as possible. I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. Girl, what are you talking about? She's been through a lot. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. That is what Adam taught me. Is that what the game's about? What a weird way to end it. That doesn't seem to have anything to do with any of the themes. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet before I face the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. Okay. Well, there it goes again. I think it just dropped out from under me. The creatures. The AI made the creatures do it somehow. Alright. Thank you, Izushi Takahiro. Thank you, Sakamoto Yoshio. I will not be thanking everyone by name. Names of my patrons are scrolling by. Well, that was the end of Super Metroid, or that was not the end of Super Metroid. In a way, it was the end of Super Metroid for the fandom. That was the end of Metroid Fusion. You've seen it now, and so have I. And the YouTube playlist, which will contain my playthrough of this game, will have a big long chunk of me playing Marathon and probably having a much better time than I had here. I will not be announcing the next game, as I do not know what it is, but it will probably be something a little bit more PC focused, as that is my what I've got right now. I have a gaming PC and a capture card and my Mac that I stream from, so I'm going to be streaming gaming PC type titles, so we'll see about what that is. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And I will say goodnight now. Until next week.